Hello guys, my name is Armin. In today's episode, we're gonna take a look at Navisworks Manage Home tab. I wanna go you through these tab and show you all the panels and tools that are available to us to use it in our model and leverage. Without further ado, let's jump into Navisworks so we can take a look at these tabs. Okay, going through the Home tab, if you look at the project panel, you will see Append. If you click on this, you basically have an Append, which is all the models that you have on your local drive or on the box drive or any other repository location that you can basically bring in and append it to your model. You can bring everything append except everything from BIM 360 Glue, which is going to be a different tab that we can go through. But for now, append all the models that you have on your box, your local drive that you want to append to NWF. This is a location that you need to go. The next one is refresh. So each time that you can get a model, you can hit refresh. And just make sure in the option you hit the performance tab under the option. All those three boxes that we talked about in the previous videos, you want to make sure you have those checked so your model is not locked. Otherwise, you have to close the Navisworks and open it back up to see the latest and greatest changes. But if not, you can kind of hit under refresh, you'll be able to see. The next one is reset all. So you have appearances. If you have a appearance profiler, which is going to change the color of your objects. If you want to change everything back, take everything back to the original basically color, this is where you can click. We can take a look at it later. Also, if you moved anything in your model, when you hit transforms, it basically takes all the object back and kind of take them back to the original location if you move in, and if you have any links, same thing, they just take it back to the original state that you have in your model. Select, I think that's pretty easy. You can select one object, or you want to kind of do the box, so it's gonna grab a group of them. If you want to do the selection right here, you want to make sure you select a model because you want to create a selection. We had a video, we went through it and created all of these selection sets that we have. So this is where you basically go and create, or you can kind of use it here. Is basically the same one that you have under your sets. For the select, you have select all, or you have select none on invert selection. So invert selection means, if let's say if I want to select this wall and I'm going to go over there and invert it, basically only deselect what I have and select everything else, right? So, and then if you want to select none, everything goes back to normal. Same name, this is kind of looks like a filter or selecting items. So if let's say I want to go to architectural columns, I want to select everything that has the name column. Basically, I can go over there and easily I can select the same name. Let's check curtain panels, same name. It basically, you can see, get all the curtain panels in this model that I have. If I want to go by type, so only that type, basically select everything that has the type. So it's not the name, it's a type and family. So just be sure when you select these two, that's the difference. The next one is our selection tree. You can turn it on and off. The next one, it's gonna be the find item. This is the area that we went through in the previous videos, how you can create a search set versus selection set, right? So everything you can here, you can select by items, properties, like everything that you have on your model. You can basically create those sets for easy access and easy clash detection process. So this is a place that you want to go. This is again managing your sets that you'll be able to do, and this is a selection inspector, basically going through all the material properties, and it's gonna go more in detail on what properties you need to pick, and it's gonna take you back again to the quick properties and the properties of the models. So the next panel we want to take a look at it is the visibility panel. So in order to have all of these on, you need to have a model selected. So hide, it means it's going to take away all that model is not in there. Required, that object that you require locked it, and it's gonna remain visible during your viewpoints, like anything you want. So if you want a model not to be moved, hidden, or changed, you need to require, right? So you can do that, change the color. Also, if you right click, you can see this is checked. So if I uncheck this one, it takes away and you won't be able to see it. So these three items, by the right click, you can see hide, required, hide, and selected, which is all of these three items that you can see here. You can also access it by right clicking on any models. The next one is hide unselected. Basically, you're telling Navis to unselect everything but this. So if I select that one, it hide everything and only give me the electrical content. So the next one that you can go and take a look is basically unhide all. Let's say I want to have these unhide selected. I want to do unhide all and basically unhide everything. But if something that is not required, but if you have anything required, when you want to break the log, you need to hit this one. This one takes away all the required model that are hidden, make all of them unhide. So this is a kind of quick note. So make sure if you have something required or has any restriction with the log on it, and the model basically change it to red. So if I require, you can see kind of change to red. And when you see unhide or required all, it's kind of take away that one. But if I have this on the required, and only hit unhide all the other models, but if this is hidden, it's not going to show me this one. Just kind of pay attention to that little instance over there. A display. So the first one is basically a link. So the links converted from the native CAD files and the links added by Autodesk Navisworks user are treated as project properties, right? So this means you can examine them in the properties window. So all the links that you can add to it, when you link them, it's gonna change them into object properties, and you'll be able to examine every single property that you have in the model. So when I click on it, you can see what I have linked and what other project that I have linked before. Next one is a quick property, and I will talk about this one. You can set this up in the option bar, and if I have these on, if I stay on any object in my model, is going to give me a quick properties and what it is, and you can customize these line items, like what you want to see. For my models, I want to see the file name, source name, type, layer. If you want to change any of these items, you need to address them in your option when you set it up. And if you don't want to see it, when you just unclick it, so when it's not selected, it's not going to show you. If you want to select, and it basically shows up exactly what's going on. The properties, this is kind of more details going to give you in terms of an object. So it's going to open up a panel. When I click on it, it basically give you all the properties, all the element data, and everything that is basically coming with that object, and you can kind of search through all of them through here. So the next one is our tools panel. So the first one, Clash Detective, it's going to open it up. I had another video going through all of these in detail and kind of explaining how we can group them, how we can do the clash detection, what are these buttons are, how we can use this in our coordination. So this is just a clash detection. You can turn them on and off. Timeliner, you basically bringing in a P6 schedule and linking in your model to it. So it's kind of work as a fuser. We'll create another video kind of address this and how to create a task, line them up with the objects, and basically it's going to be a 4D. The same thing that you're doing in Fuser or Synchro, this is what it's going to be doing in Navisworks as well. Quantification basically is going to do the takeoff for your model. You select the model, is going to give you all the items. So let's just go through the project setup. I don't want a tutorial. So this is the CSI 16 or 48. This is the Construction Specification Institute. So you want to have the 16th division, like the general requirement, electrical, plumbing, concrete, masonry, and all of those. Or you want to go with the 48. Let's just select this one. Move forward is going to ask you want to do imperial, metric. We'll go with imperial. And this is all the items that you want, right? The units. So you want to have feet, square feet, cubic, pound, or ton. Let's say if you want to do with the steel and stuff like that, this is all basically what you need. You can adjust all of that, and when you hit finish, it's gonna take a little bit time. And let me just bring it up a bit. It's basically, you can see this is all the breakdown per division. So concrete is 3, masonry is 4, and you can, when you click on those and basically go a little bit more in detail on exactly how you do, you can kind of take off to selected model if you wanted to a new catalog. So everything is basically going to be right here, right? All the items that you want to go through and see a different source, a different line items, everything that you need, all will be over here. So you'll be able to kind of see, let's say for just this one, exterior rain screen with insulation. So this is right here, basically WPS, that's the length, and also basically give you all the other items that we selected on the other side, right? So this is kind of the status, basic wall, volume, area, like anything that's kind of coming from that line item. You'll be able to see. And the good thing is, when you select any item here, it's going to be highlighted over there. So you see I selected this and it got highlighted over here. So just make sure these two kind of work together. You'll be able to see exactly what you want. This is kind of help you like assemble. So you can kind of use this. Also, if you have any scripting that you are created in your assemble or for your company format, you can import it into Navis and kind of use this to export. So this is basically a great tool if you want to help your team to kind of provide them with all the items that they have. It'll be a really great thing for you to kind of take a look at this. So I don't know, let's just do anything else right here. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be the different wall with the basic wall is gonna give you the length, area and whatnot. So this is kind of sort of just give you a little bit of help, and then you can kind of use this to do a little bit takeoff. If you go to the next one, that's Autodesk rendering. So the good thing about this, it basically brings all the material and everything that you have from the Revit. So if you have created a model coming from Revit with all the material assigned, everything, you'll be able to see everything in the Autodesk rendering. It's going to give you the material, lighting, environment, settings. Everything is basically right here. You can kind of click on those and double check, or if you want to change anything over here, you'll be able to get. But these should be all defined in Revit in order for you to see. So let me close this one. The next one is the animator. You can kind of create a quick video. You can kind of use the scenes over here to put stuff together, or you can also, let's very quickly, I want to do one quick thing over here for you. So here's, let's say, viewpoint 1. I want to come over here, create another viewpoint. Let's just call these 2. I'm gonna go to the next side. So let's call it viewpoint 3. So I created this. Right now I'll just put everything under this guy. So if you want to get rid of all the frames, so right now I'm gonna go from this real quick. So it's basically going through the viewpoint that I created, right? With like a different angles, and you can kind of add to these as you move forward. So first you need to hit the record. You can get the animation right there, and you can kind of put all of your viewpoints under it, so you can see basically just kind of moving this for me. And if you can add to it, so if I go, let's say here in the back, and then save another one, let's call it 4. And now let's just start from 1. So right now you should go through viewpoint 1, 2, 3, and just kind of go around to the back of it and kind of show us exactly how it looks like. This is kind of really cool if you want to have a quick fly through and then export it, and then kind of show it to your team. Just make sure you select your viewpoint. It's going to give you a great view and explain exactly what's going on. So this is kind of easy way to create a animation you can use this one here. You can come to the animation tab. Scripting, we did review it. Basically, you have to add the new script, and if you have anything, you can kind of bring it over here and line it up. So that's for the scripting. Next one, appearance profiler. So if you have different models, let me delete all of these. And then I usually use the set. You can change the colors of the model. You can use the appearance profiler. You can use the property or by set. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the set because I already created the set, right? So let's just do the wall. I want to make the wall green. If you want to change the transparency, you can do it. Just do add. You can do corner panels. I want to make them this color, and then add. I don't know, like a floor. We won't be able to see it, but let's say, and you can see it's basically kind of test the selection to make sure we select everything. And it's getting all my floors. So I'm gonna make these like an orange or something. And you can see like right now. Everything has a different color. So if I run this, it basically change everything to the color that I want. And because everything has a little bit like a 44 transparency, you can see inside the building as well. So if I kind of get close to this, I'll be able to do it. Just make sure when you're done, you save your selection somewhere, and each time when you come back, if you want to see this color, you can kind of open the appearance profiler. This is already saved. You hit run and it's going to change the color. And I want to go back to the project tab and reset all. This is what I was talking about. So if you change the appearance profiler, you're going to hit, everything goes back to the original items. And you already have these saved. You can hit run. It's just going to go back to this. You'll be able to see the item. So I think it's going to be a great tool to kind of help exactly how you can make it a little bit more in terms of visualization and showing people how you kind of use your model. And then the next one that I want to show you is batch utility. So the batch utility is integrated with Windows Task Scheduler to allow you to set up tasks to be run automatically as set times and intervals, right? So basically, if you click on it, you'll be able to see it's going to open up another window. Let me bring it here for you so you can see. Yeah, so basically this one is gonna there's another way that basically shows all the utilities and all this items that you have and how basically they interact with your task schedulers and show you the progress of the model. The next one, which is compare. So this is a great thing. So this is basically compare two model for you. So you can select a specific location, you can do the whole model, anything that you want, right? So Navisworks has this ability to compare models. Like if you have two set of architectural with two different revisions, this is going to tell you what's going on, right? So you have to select two items. So if I select one, it's not going to show up. I don't have another architectural, but I want to show you something different so you can see what is going on. So I'm going to select architectural and electrical. I know that's a different items, right? So it shouldn't give me anything. The basically the highlight and the default, the color coding that is gonna give it to me is gonna be in white, red, yellow, and cyan. So white means items are matching, red is items with differences, yellow is first item contains things not found in the second item, and then the cyan is the second item contains things not found in the first item. So right now, yellow should be all architectural, electrical should be all cyan, and we should only see those colors, right? And if something that is the difference between two, then we should see it in red. I don't think we need to change any of this. They're basically kind of telling all the overrides material. So this is what I was talking about. So it's going to give you a color code. Architectural is mostly all green. Cyan are the electricals because this is not found in architectural, is only on electrical. And then some of these lights, they're sharing it in the architectural and electrical model. That and then all the different. That's why they kind of show it in red. So this is again a great tool for you to compare two items together, and it's going to give you a good description of what's been changed, what's been removed, and what's been added this version with the previous version. Thank you guys for watching today's episode on Navisworks Manage Home tab. I hope you like the content. If you like it, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.